So it's a little hard for me to believe, but I've actually been practicing yoga for about 4 years now. And one thing that continues to surprise me is just how complex yoga is, how complex the poses are. All of these little nuances and subtleties that have only been revealing themselves to me recently, even though it's already been a few years. Even the other day, I had an instructor correct the way I did an upward facing dog when I've probably done that pose thousands of times by this point. There was a little thing about that pose that I wasn't doing correctly, and it took an instructor noticing to correct something that I'll now have to unlearn years of having done it the wrong way. And the LSAT's kind of similar to this in certain ways. You could do dozens of practice exams and approach a problem one way, only to discover later or be lucky enough to have someone point it out to you that you've been doing it wrong all along. One of the biggest areas I see this in is with confusing necessary assumption questions versus sufficient assumption questions. But there are many other areas as well. So one thing I want to emphasize for you today is if you're not sure whether it's clicking or not, if you're not sure whether you're doing something wrong, reach out and ask someone for help. You can ask me, of course, but there are many other LSAT experts out there who can help you see what you're not seeing. Because the biggest problem with preparing for something as complex as the LSAT is that you can't see your own blind spots. And it takes a study partner or an LSAT professional to point out those areas where you could be doing something differently. You could be doing something better. And there's nothing worse than inefficiently spent study time and wasted time. So if you have any questions at all about applying to law school or taking the LSAT, whether you're doing things the right way or the wrong way, please feel free to reach out, because sometimes you don't know what you don't know, and the only way forward is to ask for help. Anyway, I'll wish you all the best in the meantime, and take care. If you enjoyed this video and others on my channel, please subscribe so that you'll be notified of the latest ones as they're released. All the best.